Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about spirituality and try to open its another dimension called dedication. See, dedication is a term. When you experience this term, it means you are giving your life for something. This is the meaning of dedication. In whichever field you are, whatever you are doing, whatever you want to do, dedication is required in each and every aspect of life. If we are not dedicated to any process, then whatever we do, we are not doing it in a best possible manner. That's why it is very important in whichever field you are, whatever you are doing or what is needed in the world, you have to do it dedicatedly so that you in itself experience that many dimensions are automatically open in your mind. For example, let's say you want to travel in a forest. Okay, if you are not dedicated towards your travel, if you are not paying attention on each and every process, or while traveling you are thinking about different things, then your time is also waste, as well as you are not traveling in a proper manner. So if you want to travel in a forest, you have to set away of all your thinking, what you are doing in the past, what you are going to do in the future, what is happening in your no. If you are dedicated to any process, you have to set away all other process and fully devoted to it. This is the meaning of dedication. If you want to travel in the forest, go in the forest, experience each and every moment what is happening in the this forest, experience the energy which are flowing there, experience the weather which is present there, experience the types of air which is present there, types of birds, types of animal, types of plant. You can say you experience the soil, you experience the cloud. That means completely experience the environment of that region. This is dedication. It is very important, because when you are dedicated to that, data around the forest is automatically downloaded in your mind without any pressure, and it solves many problems. Data is automatically downloaded, pressure is not coming in your mind. That means whenever you recall the data, it is very seemingly come in front of you. This is the magic of people who are happy on a particular day. People, let's say they are happy for a particular day, so in their future sorry so in their future or in their past, when they remember that day, they are just become happy. Okay, because they recall the moment which they downloaded in their you can say mechanism without any pressure. So it is very important. Dedication also solve many of the problem. It not require pressure. Even if, when you are in a pressure, you can say pressure situation, or when you are not in a convenient situation, then that memory help you to go through in your life. So it is very important that as much as possible, or you can say at each and every moment, whatever situation come, whatever circumstances come, we have to understand that dedication is the core of everything. Whatever we do, not whatever is small, whatever complex, whatever you can say mediocre thing we do, we have to do it in a best possible manner. This is the importance of dedication. So I try to open 6 to 7 very important dimensions of our work in which a dedication is required, and through this we can solve our problem, we can solve the society problem of the society, problem of the nation, world, and as well as creation as the whole. So first one is I am going to talk about, yes, travel. Okay, travel both not physically but also non-physical. That means if I want to travel in the planet Earth, so go from one place to other place by walking, by using cycle, by using motorcycle, by using aerial vehicle, land vehicle, water vehicle, by using you can say meditation process, I go from that place to that place. So it is very important that we devoted toward each and every task what we do. When we have to experience, when we are walking on a particular terrain, on a particular area, how I feel, when I using vehicle, how I feel. That this gives us a many experience of our evolution. This gives us many experience of our development in science and technology also, because we know that when it travel barefoot, it require more number of time, but experience is completely different. When we travel from a you can say aeroplane, it take less time, but experience is completely different. So it is important that we have to choose which area we want to travel barefooted and which area we want to travel with the airplane. We know that if we want to go from here to USA, it require you can say 4-5 months, or you can say more than that if we want to use a motorcycle or bicycle or barefoot. But if we want to go there by aeroplane, it just requires 16 to 17 hours. So it is our priority that if we want to devote our time, such amount of time to that, for traveling that place to other place, or we are using some places, some sacred places, or you can say some higher energy places which are filled with high energy, to travel barefooted and other places we want to travel with the help of the aeroplane. So it is in our hand. But in my experience, if you want to travel in the whole world, first prioritize meditation, then area which are very you can say filled with energy, try to walk there on a barefoot. But also you have to energy you can say time is a constant, we also keep time in our mind. So on some places which are you can say all places are filled with energy, but some places which require large amount of time to travel, we have to use machines also. So it is a combination of our mechanism as well as machine. By using these two things, we can travel wherever you want in the whole world. So it is very important. Okay, whether you want to go in on a beach, whether you want to go in a forest, whether you want to go in a desert, whether you go into a north pole, south pole, whether you want deep into the water, on the island, on a you can say region which is filled with public, on a region which is not filled with public, on a places where occult practices are going on a places where just animal are living, on a places where just water, no other represent. That means on different part of the world. If you want to there, if through meditation, if you want to go different you can say location in the whole cosmos, then you can do it with the help of dedication. And if you show your dedication, it is you are gathering everything what is needed for your life, and it require very less pressure. Nowadays people are suffering. Nowadays you say in every arena people is suffering. If they are studying, they are suffering. If they are not studying, they are suffering. If they have job, they are suffering. If they do not have job, they are suffering. If they are married, they are suffering. If they do not got married, they are suffering. That means in every arena, in both ways they are suffering. So we do not have to choose what to do, either this or that. So, but the best possible solution of it is you have to keep your mechanism in a good state and try to communicate with the whole world by your mechanism, because you are communicating with the whole world by talking, by seeing, by just experiencing. So if you keep your mechanism in a good state, other person who are not yet explore or also experience the energy, and most of the problem are automatically resolved. For example, when you go to a person which there are aura of some person that whatever negative thinking or whatever you can say bad behavior you can say conducted in your life, if you see it, you are inspired, and so you can say mesmerizing by seeing that, you think that what I am doing is wrong and what that person is doing is right for the well-being of the life. So it is very important that we prepare such you can say a large number of dedicated people who enhance their life as well as dedicated to or enhancing the life of the other human being. Dedication is important in every arena. Just a simple task on daily basis, you are eating. Most of the people are eating, just go there, eat something, and they go just for you can say filling their stomach or their belly. But no, just from now, just sit when a food is come in front of you, just sit in front of the food with what you can say what the level of your hunger are, just sit there for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, worship that food. That means realize from where it come to on your plate. Then you can say most of the things are automatically at that moment only open in your mind, and then eat it very consciously, and after that you can say show your respect after the finishing your food, and then go away. There is a much larger impact on your mechanism by doing just this activity. Just do smaller thing in your life, just eating you can say consciously, just bathing consciously, just doing sadhana consciously, just travel consciously. Whatever you do, if you are a teacher, if you are a student or a teacher, whatever you are, just do your work consciously. Every problem what you think of is present in your mechanism as well as present in the world, is or solution of all the problem is automatically come in front of you. And if you want to implement this solution in the world, you very easily implement that solution in the whole world. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the another dimension called education. In education, see, various things are present. Nowadays we know that on most parts of the world education system is not in a good state. And education, most of the people understand education means just reading a book which is written by some people or just watching some documentaries or movie. No, education means meditation. Education means awareness. Education means attention. Education means dedication. That means whatever present in the creation, whatever present in the creation is you can say in beautiful manner everything is created. Nothing else is needed to created in the world. You have to just pay attention, not you can say invent new things. Invent new things doesn't mean that you have to ignore what is present and then invent new things. We discover new things which you just pay attention on it, now just see it. Whatever we invented, whatever discover is already present there. We have to just apply our mind and some of our idea and then make our things, make what we desire. For example, if we make vehicle, because we know that we are a human, we have 2 legs, 2 hands, and we need some time to go, we need you can say want to save our time to go from one place to other place. So material are automatically present in the creation. You can just assemble materialistic form from one place to another place, another place to another place, and you can say combine all those parts and we make a machine. In everything whatever we make is just we are taking raw material from the creation. Of course idea is given by the creator and raw material from the creation. That means every aspect of life, in whichever arena you want to do something, creator and creation is also always present, because these two are the, you can say, opposite faces of the same coin. Without these two dimensions, nothing is going to happen properly in this case. In fact, everything is the combination of these two things. How you can segregate it? No, we are not able to. Okay, so I hope you understand the importance of dedication. Now let's move on to the second arena called third arena. I am saying second arena is education. Third arena is, I think, second is education. I am not talking about a lot in this. So let's open its many sub dimensions. Okay, so for example, in education, if I want to know about a river, I am not just reading about its from which region it is passes. Okay, what is the length of the river? Okay, what are the you can say biodiversity, or you can say flora and fungi are present in the near about region. They are present. I have to go there and look at, not just reading in the book. There are many rivers. I know that there are many rivers, but just take example of one river which is the most, you can say, complex or long or whatever it is, like Ganga, Brahmaputra, Nile. These are the river. If you take, just go to a one river and properly touch the water. Okay, see its width, its civilization, how many number of civilization are situated around it, its biodiversity by your eyes. Okay, at whatever extent possible, in whichever region you are living. Water, if you are there, water is present near about lake. If not river, near about lake, near about, you can say, water body. Just go there, and on daily basis we are bathing with the soil, we are drinking soil. But if you go and see the soil in its in its, you can say, original form, that means how they are flowing from the glaciers to the river, from the river to the ocean, from the river to its sub region, then lakes, then spring. When you go into the nature and see all those things, are data, actual data is automatically downloaded in your mind. When you are just reading in a book, you gather some information, but you are not experiencing it. You have just gathered some information, but if you want to experience, you go to that place. This is the knowledge at whatever extent possible. Okay, everyone is capable of, there is not requirement of money. You have a mechanism, of physical body, mental body, energy body, emotional body, but just using those four mechanisms, you are capable of traveling wherever you want. This is the very simple task in our life, that if we dedicate towards our life, we are capable of doing anything from whatever our background and whichever region we are living. So it is very important. People think that money is required for travel. No, money is not required. Dedication is required. Your life is required, and your life is much more precious than any amount of money. Okay, so we have to understand this thought, because there is a very misconception around in the world. There is the requirement of money for travel to one place to another place. No, there is requirement of money if you want to stay in a, you can say, big hotels, 5-star hotels. You want to, you can say travel very comfortably. You want to want to complete your tasks on a timely manner while you are traveling. No, when you are traveling, just, you can say, left behind everything and use your mechanism to its fullest. When work is required, do work, earn money, go there, from here to there. It is very simple, and everyone are capable of doing it. So this is an excuse that no, money is required, time is required, this required, that required. We have a limited amount of time, limited amount of money. We are dedicated to our mechanism, do what is required to do for travel from one region to another region. We have to do, and we are capable of not only traveling on the planet Earth, we are capable of traveling in the whole creation. Nowadays lots of money is invested in space technology. Okay, and we are not solving the problem. We are skipping the problem of the earth, and we invested in the space technology, and at one part it is good, but at another part it is bad, because we have to, first of all, we are, you can say, searching about life on other planet, but abundance of life is present on this planet, and we are destroying it. Okay, so we are destroying one thing and searching one searching the same thing on the other thing. So it is a very bad idea. Okay, if we want to, you can say, physically understand the space, it is a altogether different thing, and it is best when we are preserving if we are preserving our biodiversity, our life forms which are present on planet Earth. But while destroying the same thing and preserving the same thing on other place is a bit, in my perspective, it is not a so much good thing. If we preserve what is already given by the Creator to us on this planet, then we have to respect it, dedicated towards solving their problem and preserving it, and then move on to the other planets for exploration. Let's say if not everything, but if most part of the planet Earth is preserved, then we move on to the other planets for understanding, for discovering new components which are present on other parts of the planet. And it is, you can say, good for our good for our, you can say, opening the dimension. So everything is good, but we have to balance about where we dedicated much amount of time, and is it really needed to dedicate and devote such large amount of time to on that task. Okay, so nowadays we know that climate change, environment, you can say, many types of pollutions, many types of you can say destruction is going on planet Earth, and we are not, most of the people are not care about it. They are just living their life by ignoring many things. Okay, and many developed countries are invested more whatever, you can say, most amount of their money on space tourism, on space technology, on exploration of space, on, you can say, war. It is very also important. Without thinking about the consequences of war, they devoted their best equipped machines, best equipped human beings, best equipped their technology in war and space exploration. And we are suffering with poverty, we are suffering with health, we are suffering with education. So we have to dedicate it towards things which are much more needed for the betterment of the human being who are living on this planet, and not only the human being, but for other life forms also. And when we are solving this problem, then we have to move from one area to another area. There are millions of problems present. We have to prioritize the problem and solve problem, you can say, in a phase wise manner, and also move from one step to another plan. But because our ultimate goal is, we want to know everything. If we are invested in space to know the in physical form about the space, it is a good thing. But we have to understand that what we are searching on a space is already present on planet Earth, and we are not preserving it. If we are preserving that thing on planet Earth and then move on to the other planet, it is a good thing. But we are destroying that same thing on planet Earth. We are not respecting thing, and we are dedicated our time and money, our resources, everything for exploration of life, exploration of other mineral on other planets. Okay, so it is a requirement of dedication. It is the requirement of, you can say, understanding, requirement of devotion. What thing is, you can say, good for the large chunk of population, or a particular chunk of population who are very much dedicated and devoted towards any work. Okay, now we are moving on to the next part called music. See, music is a very subtle dimension of our experience, because in our mechanism, within our mechanism, many things, you can say, tunes are going on. We are not hearing it because we are not in a meditative state. In creation, many tunes are going on. We have to just listen it. Bird is chirping, air is blowing, okay, sun is rising, many animals are, you can say, wandering here and there, flowers are blossoming, everything, a magic is associated in each and everything. That means the whole creation is dancing on the tune of a magic of the Creator. If the if the music is not happening, everything is become, you can say, still, and nothing is going on from one state of life or to another state of life. So it is very important that we have to understand music in its comprehensive form, in its, you can say, broader arena. So music is not just what we are listening in our, you can say, radio, or watching on our television, or just, you can say, created by the instrument. It is the core of the existence. Music is the core of the existence. With the help of that music, the whole creation is formed. Okay, nowadays people are singing, they think this is the music. Most of the people are just, you can say, listening, they think this is the music. They are different parts of the music, but they are not all the, you can say, I'm sorry, they are not they are not, you can say, the whole music. If we want to understand the whole music, what the music in its real form, then we have to understand that everything which is present here, if we are to tune with everything, we find the rhythm of music in everywhere. All those things are sub part of the music, and most of the people understand that that is the, you can say, all dimensions of music are present in it. No, these are sub parts of it. Let's say in nature's musics are going on different phases. Human beings are created music, like through instrument, by using different instrument we created music. I am talking, if I talk in a you can say in a tuning manner, then I produce a, you can say, sound, and which is very beautiful and very sweet, and people call it as a song, or some music is associated with it. So we have to understand the music in different form and dedicated towards it, because music is very important. Music is like a, you can say, lubricant in our life. Okay, when we are singing, when we are listening, when music is produces, everything is a so beautiful aspect of our life, is that we can enhance our mechanism but just by paying enough attention on music. So it is a very important aspect of life. We have to dedicate it towards it. Either we create it, either we produce it, or either we consume it. Either we listen the music, or even we are sing a song. In both way, we have to enhance our mechanism in such a way that in both way we deliver a good result in the creation. See, birds are chirping, a different kinds of music, when water is flowing, a different kinds of music. Okay, when air is blowing, small stroll, you can moving from here and there, are different kinds of music. So music are presented in each and every atom of the creation. Okay, we use an instrument. With the help of that instrument, we produces a music. That means music produces by the human being with the help of instrument. Without any instrument, we produces music with our mechanism. This is a different kinds of music. That means in whichever arena you get, man-made music with the help of machine, without the helping of machine, natural music which is present in the whole creation, music which are present in the space. We know that through different when we watch video on a YouTube and listening the music of a space, a very beautiful mesmerizing music is going on in the whole space, because planets, we are not seeing it because we are wearing a small creature in terms of physicality, but in terms of experience we are everything. That means we are capable of experiencing the music in its, you can say, in its true form and its real form with the help of our mechanism. When we are meditative, we experience the music of the cosmos. We experience the music of our internal mechanism. We experience the music which is created by the human being, by itself, or with the help of instrument. Music present in the whole creation. Everything we are capable of understanding if we are dedicated towards the process. Okay, so now let's move on to the another aspect called, you can say, yoga. A very important aspect of life, in the life of each and every human being, in the life of each and every life form. Because when we dedicated towards yoga does not mean just twisting and turning off our mechanism. No, yoga means we have to become union with the whole creation. If we are in a union with the whole creation, that means each and everything which is present in the creation, we experience everything as a part of ourselves. And if we want to know anything, we just become that. And this is a very important aspect of life. If most of the people just understand this part, all problems are gone. Because nowadays fight is going on the basis of discrimination, on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, language, food behavior, culture behavior. On many occasions, on many level, discrimination is going on, fight is going on. Just see the current situation of the world. War is going on between Russia and Ukraine. Conflict is going in the Middle East. Conflict is going on between China and India, Pakistan and India, China and Taiwan, Afghanistan and Russia, Afghanistan and Pakistan, in many African countries, in Yemen, in Oman, in Mexico, in, you can say, Europe, in Australia. Terrorist activity is going on, cyber crime is going on. What is this? What is all this thing? This is the, you can say, consequence of discrimination, or this is the consequence of not understanding the human mechanism in a proper way and make a policy and program to solve this issue. Because we know that nowadays why there is a, you can say, fight between rich and poor. Because rich poor do not understand the responsibility, and poor people do not invest their time to, you can say, do or perform work. there are like from both the side, there are problem for both the side, not from one side. Many businessmen who have money, they just want to preserve it or invest in for betterment of their life, and not thinking about the life of the other life form, other human being who are poorer. And people who are poorer, they just want money directly come to in your hand without doing any work. Okay, both are bad. If people just want money without doing any work as a free, it is also bad. It's a bad thing, because we are not dedicated and understand the significance of karma. If we are doing a work, then we not got money, that is a bad thing. If you can say businessmen have a money and they invest in many places, but people who have a money and do not invest for the well-being of the society, this is a bad place, this is a bad thing. So we have to tackle the problem in a both way. First of all, make aware poorer people who have not money to do these tasks, so that they can earn money. And also businessmen who have money and they invest on themselves, we have to realize that you have to solve the other problem also, because you are in a union with everything. That is what is happening to that guy is automatically hampering you. You are not in a conscious position. If human beings are conscious now, if human beings are conscious, if any bad incident and if any unpleasant thing happening in the creation, you are able to experience it. And if that's happening, that means you are not created a world which is conscious world, which is a, you can say, ideal world for the future generation. And it is very beautiful written or very said by the many spiritual gurus, or many beautiful scriptures. All scriptures are not good, all gurus are not bad, understand it. Okay, some gurus are bad, we do not have to, you can say, generalize everything. Some scriptures are good also, some gurus are good also. Okay, so in some scriptures, some gurus are tell that, and I also experience this. First of all, I experience it, because because earlier what a problem of my mechanism is that I want to know a tree, so I just looking at a tree and looking its structure, looking its architecture, look how it function, and then a question is, how can I understand the tree like I understand myself? I dedicated my time and life for understanding my mechanism. That means what is happening within me, what I am doing, I consciously try to perform each and every activity, dedicated my life towards it. So in the same manner, if I want to do a question, it comes, how can I understand the tree as I tree myself? How can I understand an atom as I experience myself? Because it is in my hand that I experience my mechanism, because my body, my mind, my energy, my experience, and this is going on. How I can understand a bird, how can I understand the tree, how I can understand an atom, how can I understand an animal. So this thing is going on. So on a particular day, I am just sitting, doing nothing. I am just sitting on my bed and thinking about different things. Then I move and go sit in a park, and I am sitting there, and 2 to 3 hours are spent, and I am just sitting and just looking at a tree, looking at birds, you can say, sitting there chirping, and I just looking, and I am I think morning 7 to 8 a.m. and it become 1 to 2 p.m. and at that moment I realized that that means the energy which is flowing within me is present everywhere. If I want to know about a tree, I do not have to become a tree, because I am the tree. Because I am the tree, this sounds very ridiculous. I am the tree means that the energy which is flowing within my mechanism is also flowing in that mechanism. If I experience it, unite it, and just meditate it, I experience what is happening within the tree also. In this manner, when I try to know about everything by experiencing it, and at a point come when I realize this, yes, I am capable of experiencing everything which is present in the creation, what is happening within me, as well as how what is happening outside the people. And in this manner, you are capable of solving the problem of the large section of the population. Because if you want to solve the problem of any human being, you listen their problem, you see what if they are telling truth. First of all, you observe their activity, and then you experience what that guy is telling to you, and you are on the basis of that information you are trying to solve the problem. But this is not going to happen. If you experience that guy, if you watch their behavior, watch their activity, then you realize, then you can say you experience that energy and your energy and combine it, you automatically solve the problem. And this is called listening what other people are talking, you can say feeling their emotion, feeling what is happening in their mind. Because on all the level it is required. People who are very intellect, you have to solve their problem using the dimension of intellect. People who are very emotional, you have to solve their problem with the help of, you can say, uniting your emotion and their emotion. If people who are very much healthier, or you can say physically very strong, if they have some problem, we have to understand their problem in that perspective and then solve it. So it is the all these things require a lots of dedication. So in every field or life, dedication is very important. Okay, now let's move on to the other arena. We are moving from there to there. See, everything is connected. If I choose a topic now, I can't just restrict to it, because that topic is related with all other topics also. Okay, now next one I am going to talk about sports. Okay, a very beautiful, on a very important dimension, because in sports, whichever sports you see, if you are not dedicated and attentive to the moment a ball is coming, to the moment you can say football is coming, the moment your bird, you can say in badminton a bird is coming, you are not delivering your shot properly. Okay, let's say if a first ball is coming, in terms of cricket, if a first ball is coming, if that player is not attentive and not dedicated to hitting the ball, then they got out, they got, you can say run out, or they got catch out. There are many possibility of out. But if in both way, you have to understand in sports, in both way, a ball is throwing, or you can say throwing by a bowler, and batsman is batting there. So if bowler, you can say throw the ball in such a devotional and dedicated manner, and such a trick that batter is not understanding their ball properly, and they get out. So this is the dedication and devotion of the bowler. But if batsman is dedicated and devoted, the whatever types of ball come, he is going to hit it in that area, in that direction. That this is the devotion of bowler. If both are, let's say bowler and batsman, both are dedicated towards their work, both are dedicated to their work. So which one, you can say, got some percentage of stake higher in that activity, it got win, or otherwise you can say a magic of the creator. Okay, if both are dedicated, so there is some other aspect which other person is lacking, and on that other person is got, you can say, successful. So this is very important. Dedication is very important. And sports, we watch many sports, but we appreciate those sports in which both the team are playing with their full dedication. That match is a nail biting match, and this is a very good match, because there are many mechanisms. If you complete 20 over, then there is a super over. If they complete super over, there is something, or we call it as a bowling hitting the stump over. So there are many mechanisms, but if both the teams are playing very dedicatedly, very devotionally, then that match is a good match, and we derive an outcome that there is no fault between both the team, but some team got an edge on some aspect in their team management. So not in football also, if someone in football, you have to very attentive for the whole 90 minutes. Okay, of course 45 minutes, and then 45 minutes in first half and second half. So if you are dedicated towards a ball is running like, you can say in a fast manner, like something is going from here and there, if you are just lose your attention and dedication, then you are lost in a very, you can say, bad manner. You are losing the game, because a ball is passing from one guy to another guy. You have to attentive toward the ball also, as well as who guy is passing that ball. Okay, so dedication is very much required in that ball also. And if you are dedicated towards your, you can say, towards your activity, towards your you can say task, then definitely you are going to perform on your best possible manner. You see, defeat and, you can say, win is a different thing, but if you are dedicated towards your process, whatever result came, it is a satisfactory for you, because it is we are not playing game just for, you can say, win or loss. We are playing game because if we want to explore different dimensions of our mechanism. In badminton also, in Olympic also, in swimming, most of the people are swimming. If you are swimming just for the win, it is it is a very less chance, very less chance that you are going to. If you are swimming just for, you can say, using your full potential, giving your best in that, you can say, in that activity, you are automatically going to win. There are many other factors also, your dedication and you can say level of other person dedication, because this is basically it is a competition. Okay, in competition we have to know that it is a relative, but if you do it for the win and loss purpose, it is not good. You have to dedicate towards, you can say, keep your mechanism on such a level that you are doing your best in every shot, then very higher, you can say more than 99% of chance, then you are going to win. And this is it in every sport, in be it Olympic, in any regional games, in any national games, on any world game. You have to dedicate it towards the process, not to the result. Okay, and what is tell in the Gita? Okay, कर्म करो फल की चिंता मत करो. That means do your work, do not focus on the fruit of your work. So I hope you understand this aspect of dedication also. Now let's move on to the other area where we can talk about the dedication. Movies industry. Okay, we make documentary, we make movies, we make short story, we make, you can say, songs, we make videos. This require a lots of dedication, because for that we have to choose first of all a particular theme on which we make a movie. We choose a particular person who want to, you can say, do that task. An actor, actresses, a particular director who direct the movie in a best possible manner, a very beautiful story. Because if story is not good, everything is just you can say moving here and there. A good investor who invest their money into it, and you can say believing the whole crew and member of it, photographer, crew member who are doing different tasks. So in this a dedication is required, because for you can say if we want to make a good movie, 4 to 5 years are needed. So for 4 to 5 years you are dedicated towards a work, and you can say more than 200 to 250 people are working in it. Okay, someone is holding the camera, someone is making the actor, actresses, someone is listening, someone is, you can say, creating music, someone is shooting something, someone is acting, someone is, you can say, writing, someone is directing. So there is a whole task of teamwork and dedication is required for making a movie. And when a movie come out and we see it, we of course experience it in its true form. And if its topic, if the topic of movie is attracting, or you can say touching the core of your dimension, you are like, you are watching with, you are crying while watching the movie, you are become motivated while watching the movie, you a different dimension or automatically open your mind if you are watching the movie, because that guy is dedicated towards his work is so much that if you are dedicated just to watching it, you are experiencing what the director, the actor and the lyricist want to tell you. And this is the importance of cinema. Nowadays cinema is, see, I am a very fond of cinema. Okay, in every types of cinema on world level of from any continent. I am not bothering about the language. In Korean language, you can say, in Russian language, in French language, I watching the movie. I do not understand what they are talking. I use subtitle. On many occasions subtitle is also not present. I just, you can say, see it at their activity, and most of the thing I understand, because see, human being, we know that one common thing about human being, that we are the human being. So on different places, different situations come when human beings react. Sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are joyful, sometimes they are angry, sometimes they are, you can say, very, you can say, active. So if you put ourselves in a different situation and perform, analyze the activity of our mechanism, then we understand the you can say activity of the other person also, while they are weeping, while they are crying, while they are, you can sad, when they are happy, when they are, you can say, active, when they are, you can say, very attentive, where they are in a spying condition. We understand things, and even without understanding the title, you understand the whole movie in a best possible manner. And I do it on many occasions, because I want to understand on a particular position. I just put myself, and I create different circumstances and experience those circumstances using my mechanism. Let's say a beautiful flower is just blossoming. Just by seeing the flower, I become happy. That means of types of chemical is released in mechanism which make me happy. Okay, and it is internally. A flower is blossoming. Let's say some people are dancing, some people are singing. A festive activity is going on when human beings are just enjoying and exploring different dimensions of mind. Different types of chemical soups are automatically presented in my mechanism, and that soup is, you can say, come on my faces in different activity. If some people are fighting on a, you can say, very vague topic, then sometimes we become angry or try to solve that problem, resolve that problem in a peaceful manner on many occasions. When we see something like a very, you can say, still place, silent place, where just nature and human being are so, you can say, a group of dedicated people and birds and animals are present. When you are just go there, na, feel a different types of energy is coming, and your body feel like in a meditative state. This is the importance of sacred places. This is the importance of dedication to the places where you go. On some places your body act like a meditative, some places it is very happy, joyful, very exuberant. And when you are in a joyful, exuberant and you can say happier mood, then many dimension, many you can say many dimension are opening in a multifold manner. On a place, you can say on a simple place, when you are living on daily places, like say one dimension, two dimension are open. But you go on a energy, on a sacred place, on a energy, on a place which is filled with energy, you can say 100 billion dimension are opening in just a moment. So this is the importance of energy, because many people are dedicated their time, their life, their understanding, their power, their money to create that space, so that people who come there are capable of you can say exploring all number of dimension and enhance their life and put their life on a fast forward mode. So this is the importance of dedication. If we dedicated towards each and every moment of life, whatever we do, we put our life on a fast forward mode, and we are capable of achieving doing what we want to do in our life in a short span of time, or you can say in a stipulated amount of time which is given by the creator to us. So this is the importance of music, and we have to you can say just dedicated towards work and choosing words which are you can say best for solving the problem of the human being. So you can say creating aware people as well as enhancing the life of all other animate, inanimate object and things are going on. If I want to understand what is going on in the cosmos, there are many things. I just watch science fiction movies, watch documentary made on science, read articles, okay, you can say talk to the people who are in that community, and first and then meditate and experience those things. So there are lots amounts of data is gathered amount by amount about the science in my mind, but the real thing is when I read a book, when I talk to people, I listening their experience. When I read a book, I listen the experience of the human being who are living, who are writing that book 23 years 20 you can say 20-30 years ago, or you can say just recently. So I read the experiences of the people, but if I want to experience, I have to derive different technology through which I want to experience the cosmos, what is happening in the galaxy. Because people send you can say telescope, if telescope is if they are not capable of understanding with the help of telescope, they send satellite. If satellite is also not going to reach there, they're collecting some data, and on the basis of that they derive a conclusion and write it in the scientific article. But we have to understand that we have to understand, if we want to understand anything, we have to know it in a full manner, in inside as well as outside. Okay, if I want to know about the space, by sending machine there is a limitation by sending machine. If we want to know non-physicality with the help of physicality, it is not possible. If we want to know anything, we have to understand what path required, what tools and technology are required to reach there and understanding different aspect of life. If we are doing it, if we are capable of doing this, and if we are capable of you can say understanding it and doing it, then all other problems are automatically very seamlessly going to resolve this way. So I hope you love this video, you enjoy this video and gain some perspective, some knowledge out of it. So namaskaram, thank you.